what's going on, folks? Welcome again to the Third and 10 podcast. I'm your host, Nathan Wynn, joined by always my guy, Brian Germanaro. We hope you guys are having a great day so far. Thank you so much for coming by and listening and watching to watching us as well. A little bit sad today, as you guys may know, at the time of this recording, the NFL deadline to cut rosters to 53 guys is today. And unfortunately, some Giants were released that we really like, but we'll get to all that in just a bit. But Brian, good to see you as always, my friend. How are you? What's on your mind today to start the episode?
It's amazing how even at the age of 29, some guys still act like 5-year-olds, as we saw last night in the New York Mets game
Mm.
with one Alex Bohm complaining about a wire boom mic that was in center field, which has been there since at least 2017. Like he's complaining that it was like distracting his eyesight. This is right after he grounded into a double play. Let me tell you what actually happened. Alex Bohm grounded into a double play. He was crying, whining, and blamed somebody else for his failures. You know what, Bohm? It didn't that Mike in center field didn't seem to bother you when you had a two RBI single in the second inning. Why does it only affect you in the fifth inning? So Alex Bohm is a whiner, is a absolute loser, and you know this with all Phillies fans kind of saying the same thing. There's some morons that are defending Bohm, but there's other guys like, yeah, I know Bohm does throw temper tantrums like this. This is a no thing. He stopped the game for 20 minutes over this stupid thing that's been there for let's see, almost 10 years now. What are we doing?
As a
Absolute bum.
as a half Phillies fan, I have to agree. There has been times where Bohm definitely frustrates the heck out of me. Um, of course, there's the time, not just this incident, that he's kind of shown his immaturity, I guess, for lack of a
He's
better
almost
term.
30. That's not immaturity. You're a loser is what that is.
He's just not. I don't know. Like he just doesn't. I don't know how to describe him. Like there's the time where he struggled like early in the. It was the World Series year.
Yeah.
And he was struggling in the beginning of the year, and he was like, "I effing hate this
Yeah,
place."
that was against the Mets too. That was
Oh,
throwing
that's
error
ironic.
at third base. Yeah. Oh, I
That's
remember that.
ironic.
I remember when they caught that in the broadcast. I'm like, oh, this is gonna go over well.
Yeah, and then he, I guess apologized after the game. I'm just like, come on, dog. Like, I get you're frustrated, but like, you can't blame Philadelphia. Like, when you play in Philadelphia, you have to understand that these fans, they
Are the worst.
really, they
Are
really don't
garbage.
care. Yeah, yeah, because they really don't care about your feelings, Loki. Because
They
like, if you,
booed Santa Claus
yeah, because it's like
because
if
they
you don't,
couldn't get OJ Simpson, which is always the funniest part, and no one talks about that story.
because like if you don't play well, they're gonna boo the heck out of you, and they don't really care about how you feel.
Did you see
Sure,
they threw
they,
batteries at people? They threw batteries at
yeah,
people.
I'm saying like they really don't care. So like you keep doing things like this, it's like you're not gonna get liked very much
Mm-hmm.
by anybody. So yeah, I heard about that roughly a little bit. I heard he was crying about something. Then I saw on the SNY broadcast that there was like a lamp that fell
It
or
was a mic. It was like a
uh,
parabolic mic that was in center
oh, okay.
field.
It looked like some sort of light, I tell you. But yeah, that whatever that
It's
was,
but like
still.
people like during it was a 20-minute delay, and I'm sitting there like I got up and showered and got back in my seat, and the game was still delayed. And like literally, people on Twitter are like, I'm going through my photos right now. That thing's been there for at least 3 years now,
In the spot that it was.
in the exact same spot.
It's ridiculous.
I've seen as far back as 2017.
Well, look, I think the main point is he can complain all he wants, but you blew a 3-0 lead, and you lost 13-3.
13-3, yes.
Oh, Jesus Christ. Yeah. Well, what a waste of a start by Christopher Sanchez.
Yeah,
He did get.
It was all right. He kind of faltered toward the end. It looked like he got tired towards the end.
Yeah. Well,
He
he's
kind of
gonna.
fell apart.
Well, obviously talk more Mets later on. Not just the game from yesterday, but the Brave series that happened over the weekend. But not a good look for the Phillies. I'll add on to that too as my
Hmm.
open kickoff point. Kind of worried about the Phillies playoffs, how far they'll advance now with Wheeler going to be out for the year. Uh,
Tragic,
um,
absolutely tragic. When I saw that
yeah,
on,
dude.
was it Saturday that news came out? Because
Yeah,
that's what ended Matt Harvey's career. That's what ended Strasburg's career. Everyone talks about like Tommy John being like the death nail for pitchers. It's not. It's thoracic outlet syndrome. That's the death nail for pitchers.
it's
That's what ruined
scary
careers.
because Loki it came out of nowhere. I mean,
Yeah, he
sure
had a blood
he
clot in his shoulder, and then next thing you knew, it was this. Like, whoa, 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 whoa.
Yeah, like he already got the surgery for the first issue, and then he has to get surgery again for this one. It's just a whole mess. And like he was doing so good, he was doing really good this year.
This was his Cy Young year. It
It
was.
it was, yeah, it was. He was doing great. Yeah, yeah. I mean, of course, Paul Skeens is probably going to walk away with it for just
But it's one of those
because.
things where like Paul Skeens is going to enter like the same category we talked about Trout for years. What Judge is about to enter, what Otani is about to enter. Are we just going to continually give this award to this one player year in and year out?
Yeah, and it's like it's not like Skeens doesn't deserve it, but you kind of
We
look
know
at
Skeens is
the.
going to win like probably five. He's going to have five more seasons like this. This
Mhm,
was even, let's just say there's no thoracic Alex syndrome. Wheeler probably have what,
couple more,
3 seasons left at this level?
a few more for sure. Because I remember I was reading an article from the Athletic, and it was like once he finished out his contract with the Phillies, he's done. Like
Yeah.
he's done. So we know what we're gonna expect from Skeens, like you mentioned in the future. But for Wheeler, it's like he's had an outstanding year, especially at this age. Like he kind of
Outstanding
deserves.
year. He's had outstanding years in the past that have been overshadowed. It's like, all right, we'll give it this year because we know Skeens is coming. And then in 10 years, like we did with the Miguel Cabrera thing, we could talk about how that should have been Skeens' award, but I digress.
Yeah. So it's gonna suck for Philly. The number one now is pretty much Sanchez. After that,
No,
it's
that's a big loss because that was your ace. Like
yeah that
game
was like
one, facing Christopher Sanchez game one versus facing Zach Wheeler game one is two completely different sides of a coin. Like
oh
I know
yeah,
Christopher Sanchez has been good this year, but he doesn't have like the aura that
intimidation.
exactly like I can hit Christopher Sanchez. Zach Wheeler's like
Oh, you
this is a
made
top
that clear
10
yesterday.
pitcher in baseball. I'm facing right now. Yeah, we might be done.
You made that very clear yesterday that you could hit off Christopher
Mm-hmm.
Sanchez for sure. But yeah, I'm definitely worried about that Phillies rotation. We'll see what happens, but Nolan needs to get his stuff together. Lazaro as well. Um,
Luzardo is inconsistent, right?
he is.
So I
Oh
feel
my
like every
god,
other start, it's great, but like he'll have like 6 innings, 2 hits, a run, and then he'll have like 3 innings, 6 hits, 4 runs. It's like,
dude.
can you just find the middle ground here between the
When
two? You can get like
when
5 innings, like 2 runs. Can you give us that?
when he's bad, he's bad. But when he's good, he's good. I think that's just the most simple way to put it.
I'm trying
Um,
to think of a good NFL comparison. Would Jameis
mm,
be it?
when he's on it, when Jameis is
When
on his
Jameis is
game,
on, he
eh,
looks like a top 5 quarterback. But when he's
hey,
off, he's like, how has this man ever gotten an NFL contract?
hey, when he throws dots, he'll throw dots. But when he's not doing well, he'll throw dots too, just to the wrong team, of course. Speaking of Jameis, we'll talk about our Giants here. Actually, right now, before we even get, because the plan originally for today's episode actually was to talk about the Patriots game, kind of give my predictions because they have until what 4 p.m. Eastern? Is it 1 p.m.
Yeah,
Eastern?
4 p.m.
4
Eastern.
p.m. Eastern to make their deadline. So I thought I could give my 53-man roster projection before everything was said and done. Because I made this projection around 3 a.m. Eastern last night. Unfortunately,
I was asleep.
yeah, oh, I was
I was sound asleep around that time.
not this guy, no
Just
sir.
say just finished Game of Thrones. Like, okay, I'm going to bed.
Oh, there you go. But no, unfortunately, some Giants were some Giants were released over the weekend, but no one of importance really. They were kind of expected
Yeah, I
cuts
can't
more
really
than
think of
anything.
like one surprise I saw over the weekend.
Yeah, I have the list right here.
Yeah,
Actually,
I had the
Montreal,
that was the
Washington.
one guy I think was
Me
surprised.
too.
Just I don't want to say surprised because I think we all went into training camp thinking he'd be cut. I think the surprise came like, oh, he had a strong camp and then was still cut for it.
Yeah, that was he was good that first game against Buffalo, and then kind of just quieted down
Yeah.
the game after. So I hope he makes the practice squad. I'm sure he will. I don't think anyone's gonna pick him up like, in terms
It's
of
the
the
guys
putting him on.
today that I would be more worried about guys
Mm-hmm.
picking up.
Oh yeah. Uh, in terms of, but in regards to the list on Saturday, that will
Saturday,
in terms
yes, yes, I saw it. Yeah, I saw it driving down to Jersey. Yep.
Washington, Pascal Bly, Jimmy Morrissey, Jason Williams, who's a lineman, Deontay Johnson, who I recognized before. KJ Claude had a couple good plays in the
Hmm.
preseason, and then O'Donnell Fortune, thank God he
Yeah.
was cut. He was not good
I think
whatsoever.
Pascal could also be seen as like a surprise because he was a free agent, but like
True.
we didn't hear a single thing about him in camp or during the preseason. So
Yeah. And even if we did hear him in the preseason, he just made like a couple plays and just like,
it was nothing. Yeah, it was nothing that like a Montel Washington or Bo Collins couldn't do.
oh yeah, 1000%. But unfortunately, the cuts that kind of do matter happened today,
Hmm.
unfortunately, as at this point, little Jordan Humphrey has been cut. Caught Jackson Dart's first touchdown, so that
Be a
was
great
kind
trivia
of.
question one day. Who caught that
I
touchdown pass?
know.
Start,
I thought
start
he
during the
was gonna make
preseason.
it because him and Dart have a good chemistry, of course, and
I
we
think
saw
it's
that.
one of those things where like we don't know when Dart's gonna start. And are we really
Mm,
going to keep around like this guy that Dart had a good relationship with for like maybe 4 games in December? Like
true.
maybe him and Russ just weren't connecting. So it's like, all right, we have to go into it building this offense around Russ right now because he is the starter and should be for the whole season.
Good point. Good point. Yeah, I mean he was a big target too, and he has some speed to him, so I kind of thought he'd make the
Yeah.
roster, but hopefully practice squad we'll see. Greg Dolchers was a surprise as well after the amazing preseason. Well, to me he was a surprise, but amongst other people who were looking into it, not really,
Yeah, no.
because Dolchers is a pass catching tight end, and we kind of already have one already in Theo
Yeah, you're
Johnson. So
repeating that because like we talked about the other day in the show. It's like, all right, what's going to be Johnson, Bellinger, Manhurts has to be on the roster somewhere, so that only leaves one tight end spot left.
and that actually is going to Fedoni,
Yeah,
who makes the roster, who also had a pretty good preseason as well. Had a couple touchdown passes, if I'm not mistaken, catches, if I'm not mistaken. D. Williams, the cornerback, was cut. Elijah Chapman is gone as well. Very surprising. Especially he was serving not only as a defensive tackle but also as a fullback for the Giants
it's
this preseason.
it's surprising, but now that we said like fullback, maybe it's not surprising. Whereas like when we thought of it like, oh, this is them trying to explore his role. Maybe it was more the Giants like, we want to cut you, but we think you could do well in this role. Let's see if you can before we make that cut. It was like an audition to be the fullback, and he just couldn't do it.
Yeah, I actually had him on making my the 53 man roster actually,
I
but
probably would have too, because he was big last preseason too, right? Wasn't he? He was
yeah,
like
he was
flying. He was
yeah
flying all over the field. We loved him.
yeah he was the guy that was checking on that running back,
Yes. Yeah.
the Houston running back. Yeah, yeah. Because I had him making the roster with Alexander, DJ Davidson, Robertson Harris, Lawrence, of course,
Hmm.
and Nunez Roches on that defensive line. But we'll see there what happens there. But hopefully no one picks him up, bring him back in the practice squad. I would love him back. I do. I love him. He was actually on the mic'd up the most recent mic'd up episode for the Giants. So kind of doesn't sit right with me either that he was cut a day after that video was released. But I digress.
I think that's just
Uh,
bad timing. Like
yeah,
that's an NFL thing. That's not a Giants thing.
yeah, true. Good point. See, cornerback Trey Hawkins was cut. He was injured and he was a 7th round pick. Jake Kubas, the offensive lineman, he was all right. Makari Page had a interception a couple games ago against the Jets, but he was cut. Practice squad probably. Tamon Fox was cut. He's an edge rusher. Jonathan Ward,
That's just Fox not going to get playing time.
no, yeah, no, definitely not. He's not.
Like, come on. Like we have
No way was
three
gonna play.
top, potentially top 20, 30, top 25, 30 edge rushers in the league. Sorry,
Yeah,
Fox.
and we signed Chauncey Golston as well. This
Yeah,
last
it's like
offseason. So
how many edge rushers can we have when we're expecting these three to play hopefully
exactly,
at every snap possible? Fox, you're not going to get playing time.
not
We're
whatsoever.
gonna we're
It
gonna
would take
invest that into other
it
areas.
would take so many injuries for him to even step on the field as a starter. So special
If
teams
Fox was
maybe.
if Fox was playing routine minutes for the Giants this year, or like I guess not minutes snaps, there was a problem. There's a bigger problem to deal with than
Oh yeah,
Fox playing.
100%. So yeah, thankfully, well, not thankfully, but hopefully makes the practice squad.
Yeah. Yeah, he
As
was a guy I
well.
like too. He was big last preseason
He
too.
was. Oh
Him
yeah.
and Chapman were like the two standouts last year.
And so the team has depth now that they
Yeah.
can rely on over these guys. So I'm getting to the tough names eventually. Running back Jonathan Ward was cut. He was signed during camp to replace who was the guy that Scatterboo when he was injured.
Yeah,
But
that
he
was a depth signing that in case Scatterboo wasn't ready to go. As soon
yeah,
as he activated Scatterboo, he knew that, all right, well, I'm
yeah,
not going to be here. Might as well just try. This is a tryout for 31 other teams.
oh yeah, and he played well in that last preseason game. Had a
Yeah.
nice touchdown catch, a run for catch, I should say,
Hmm.
or catch and run. I can't even talk.
Yeah.
Um, and then here we go, the tough names. Turbo Miller was cut,
That's the hard. I
unfortunately.
think that's the hardest one because
Yeah.
I would have had him on the roster. I was texting my cousin about it, and he goes, I think it comes down to him being so similar to Tracy. But still, I don't see why you couldn't throw him as that, RB4, that Shane Vereen type, have him be just like that screen pass merchant. Be that.
Yeah, because he's faster than Tracy, faster than Scatterboo, faster than
Yeah.
Singletary. Why not? I mean,
Yeah.
he had like sure didn't do too much in the running game, but
Hmm.
like you mentioned, my friend, check downs real quick. He'll get you a nice 6-7 yards with his
Yeah.
speed. Like it's not
Like
why
he
not have
could
him on the
be
roster?
RB4 on the roster, but you don't have to line him up as an RB. He can kind
Mhm.
of become like that gadget guy where you line him up outside, you line him up in the slot, and just kind of maybe like do check down routes with him, and maybe that speed takes us to 14 yards.
Yeah, and we can't sit here and say like, oh, I hope he makes the practice squad. Yeah, I don't know because 31 other teams see that.
I
It's like,
would be shocked if one of these teams, especially if you're a struggling team like, you know, the Raiders, the Titans, especially the Titans, now that they've lost Tajay Spears to an ankle injury.
really? Oh,
Yeah,
I
he's
didn't
gonna
hear
be
about that.
he was seated in the walking boot. He's gonna be out the first 4 weeks of the year. So if I'm them, I would call him up because I don't like Tony Pollard
Wow.
as my sole back.
By himself. Yeah, I know they have Cleo Mullings as well, but he's a rookie. We'll
Yeah.
see what happens there. But yeah, if I'm Tennessee or just another running back needy team who needs some speed, or just a team in general who wants like just a regular,
Cowboys would be a spot I could see him because
oh,
they got two aging backs there.
honestly, any team that picks up is a smart team and
Yeah.
would probably make us look dumb for letting him.
I don't know if it would make us look dumb because Turbill had a great preseason, but like he is someone that's never like established himself. He was in the UFL for a little bit. So
Yeah,
like it's one of those things where like do you expect this from this guy? Like
I just loved his speed and his playmaking. I'm just like, we can't
no,
let
I
these
agree
guys
with you.
go.
I
You
thought I'm
know.
like this is a perfect like gadget guy. This is someone that Dable and Kafka can like come up with design plays and get the most out of him. He's not
Mhm.
gonna be RB1, probably won't be RB2, but he'd be a fine change of pace kind of player.
RB3, RB4 type guy.
Yeah,
But
the
we'll see what.
unsung guys that you don't hear about on like the casuals know about, but like if you watch like the Super Bowl documentary, there's like 2 minutes on him.
Yeah, fair enough. Fair. That's true. That's true. So, but thank you. We're thanking for your services. Hopefully, he comes back. The chances of that
Yeah, no,
very,
I would love it if we get
very
back to the
slim.
practice squad. I'll be ecstatic because I'm like, all right, if God knock on wood, one of these guys go down, that's someone we could bring up.
You're damn right. And then finally, so far this time, Tommy DeVito is also let go. No,
Yeah.
no surprise here, but we thank him for his time as a Giant. Um,
Hey, shout out to the Giants though. They treated Tommy DeVito right. They gave him that entire second half against
they
New England.
did,
That was basically a tryout for other teams to play.
and he had not one, not two, but three tutties in that game against
That
the
looked like the DeVito
Patriots.
during the DeVito mania.
Yeah, he looked really good, man. And I just when I know my dislike for him is there. It has been shown a few times, but I will never forget his time with the Giants, whether it was the game against the Commanders where he showed out for the first time. The Packers game where he really established himself as someone to watch. The Patriots game that was ugly, but he won that game
Yeah.
too.
The
Um,
Packers game you mentioned.
yeah,
He's gonna go down in New York sports lore the same way guys like Jeremy Lin, Jose Iglesias, where those guys are. Those just out of nowhere players who went on an insane run for one season, could never replicate it again, but will always be a fan favorite. Like we didn't like Tommy DeVito last year because he wasn't the one, but 3 or 4 years from now, and hopefully the Giants are good, we'll look back like, oh, you remember when Tommy DeVito gave us that game-winning drive against the Packers? And as someone who's one of his best friends is a Packers fan, it will always be the best. Well, you guys lost to Tommy DeVito. What are we doing here, people?
lost to an undrafted free agent. No
Actually, as
one
someone
wanted
that's
him.
got a Patriots fan and a Packers fan as some of their best friends,
Oh
it's
heck
even
yeah!
better.
So you lost to a undrafted free agent quarterback.
You two
No one
lost.
wanted him.
You
And
had
he
Belichick and lost to Tommy DeVito, and you made the playoffs and lost to Tommy DeVito.
he was a baller for us, man. And look, coming out of Syracuse and Illinois, he was just so raw and a lot of flaws about him, but he made it work for it with us for a little bit. So no surprise that he was cut. We have our future quarterback. We
There's
have
3 quarterbacks on the roster.
exactly
What do you want us
yeah.
to do?
We have two established veterans, a young, exciting rookie quarterback that will be the franchise guy eventually down the line. So DeVito will have to be the odd man out, obviously there. So but that,
now here's my question: where do you
course.
think he goes? Because he's gonna get signed by an NFL team.
I mean, not to, I guess, not to be so boring, but maybe the Jets are an option.
That would be hysterical.
Come back
I
home.
feel like he's someone that
or stay
can't
home.
play outside the New York market.
Yeah, just you might as well stay near home. They need a quarterback too, and I don't see why not the Jets.
If the Raiders hadn't traded for Kenny Pickett last night, I would have said the Raiders were probably the most likely spot after Aiden O'Connell broke his wrist or whatever he broke.
A lot of interesting moves occurred yesterday too.
Mm-hmm.
Well,
yeah, the Browns the Browns were in the same boat we were, only a lot worse.
And then there were 3 quarterbacks in Cleveland.
Well, there's still 4.
Who's the 4th one?
Deshaun.
You know what? That's crazy. No one even talks about that.
Yeah, because he tore his Achilles. We're all like, thank God, he's gone. The bad guy's gone. Hate him. Screw him.
Every post I see is now the Browns have 3 quarterbacks. I'm just like, no, because I was like, yeah, that's true. And then literally overnight, when I was doing research for my notes, and I was like, Deshaun? Is he still on the team? And I looked it up, and
he's still there.
I'm just like, so I guess that when you're the bad guy,
the Browns organization moved on from Deshaun Watson. All right,
so
you don't
quick.
draft 2 quarterbacks. You don't draft 2 quarterbacks in the draft unless you're like Washington. We draft one in like the 7th round for depth. But you don't draft 2 quarterbacks when you're established with your franchise guy.
Yeah.
The Giants were going to draft 2 quarterbacks when Eli Manning was on their center. They may draft one, like a Ryan Nassib, to be the backup, but they're not drafting 2.
Yeah. Deshaun. He's I don't know what his career holds for him at this point in time.
Canada. It holds Canada.
It's honestly probably for the best because I don't think.
It's for the best. Let's get him out of the country.
I don't think the UFO would want to even try to touch him, especially with how fresh their league is. But
I mean, maybe because you would get the marketing boost from it. You would get the boost.
True.
Like everyone would tune in to see where he is. Oh, it's just me now. Everyone would tune in for Deshaun Watson, whether we like him or not, to go see him. It's the same reason why, like, the Toronto Argonauts, the Montreal Blue Bombers signed Johnny Manziel during his problems. It's the same reason why, like, the XFL, the UFL, the AAF, the XFL, CFL all look to Colin Kaepernick during his stuff. They want that, that boost. Deshaun Watson will draw people in.
And for the CFL, right? Is that what it's called?
Canadian Football League, yeah.
Yeah. They have nothing to lose, right? I mean, heck, they put Shadur.
I think I watched every Johnny Manziel start during his CFL. I think he only had like 2, but
What was that one league? The fan controlled league?
oh my god.
That was
You mean the league that had a 51-year-old TO playing?
there you go. That's the one.
Yeah, see, when I
Um
saw that Terrell Owens was in that league, I immediately knew that this was not something to be taken seriously.
I guess like all these like new or like first year leagues, they're not gonna do well, man. Like the okay, the UFL, no, they're fine. They're doing their own thing. But
Because the
like the
UFL
fan
isn't trying to compete with the NFL. That's the
no,
problem a lot of these leagues run into is they try to compete with the NFL. You can't.
nah.
UFL is smart. It's like, all right, we're not going to compete with you. We're going to be like, we want to work with you. We'll be your minor league.
Yeah, we'll be the league that people can watch to get their football fix, and for you NFL teams to come to watch our games and see maybe there's guys that stand out.
Exactly.
With one of them being Miller because
It's
he
kind
was
of
in.
like, it's like JUCO in college.
Mm, yes, there you go. Just like a low level league,
Yeah.
but like these guys could end up going to 4 years or transferring to 4 years.
Yeah. We've
So
seen a lot of guys, break out of JUCO. I'm pretty sure Cam Newton was in JUCO at one point.
I
I
don't
think after
remember
Florida, he went
correctly,
to JUCO
and then
and
went
then transferred to
well.
Auburn.
That's smart because hey,
I could
maybe
be wrong, but I'm pretty sure that's what he did.
hey, if it's true, I would say that's smart move. Kind of
Mm-hmm.
fix himself real quick. Went to Auburn and Minnesota, the number one overall pick. Uh, yes, he was a JUCO honorable mention. No, an All American honorable mention, and was the most recruited JUCO quarterback in the country.
There we go.
So yeah, Blinn College. Shout out to him. Smart move there.
Mm-hmm.
Otherwise, at this time, I don't have any other practice squad updates in terms of notable guys. Trace Ford was an undrafted rookie who flashed in the preseason, but he was cut an hour ago as well. And then I guess our most recent cut was offensive lineman Brian Hudson, who will make the practice squad.
Who?
Yeah, backup center.
Oh yeah, there you go. That's all you need to know.
There you go. So at this time, let's see anything else. Nope, no other
Yeah,
cuts.
I'm on Schefter Splitter. Like Jalen Mills was released an hour ago. That's kind of like the last big guy. Jordan Clark was released by the Jets. I'm pretty sure he was a Notre Dame kid.
Malachi Corley was also cut, actually. Yes, he was. Oh, that's interesting. He was drafted in the third round. He was someone the Jets traded up for to get. So
Oh, the Jets.
yeah, poor Matt, man. Feel bad for the man. And it Corley's career, 3 catches, 16 yards, 0 touchdowns. That's a third round pick in from 2024. Ouch. So, but we'll keep you guys updated here throughout the rest of this episode in terms of Giants cuts, and then if anything, we'll go from there. Xavier Restrepo also cut from the Tennessee Titans. So Cam Ward's former college teammate is now gone. But hey, you all see the headline here at the bottom. Giants preseason. We'll go through this a little bit quickly since we are kind of going to go overtime a little bit because we have other NFL topics to discuss. The Giants did wrap up their preseason last Thursday, so kind of a bit of a while ago because usually the first
we kind of let off with the opening preseason. We kind of I think we were the first game.
Yes, because
which kind of like it threw me off a little bit because I guess maybe because week 0 was Saturday, like that's where my focus was. I'm like, oh wait, there's still preseason games going on right now. I thought we were all done.
Like, wait a minute, college football's back, but there's still NFL too.
Yeah.
But yeah, no one. I was at work and
I was watching. Yeah, no one was watching preseason.
Oh yeah, dude. Yeah, because as you know, I work with games and whatnot, and no one chimed in about the end. It was college football. People complaining
college
about
football this week, college football next week, college football last week, college football this week, and the NFL will come back next week.
The amount of people complaining about Dylan Edwards from Kansas State was outright ridiculous. But that's when you know college football is officially back.
That's when you know college football's back.
Yes,
gamblers are already complaining. I went 2-2 on Saturday. I was happy.
Hey, not bad.
I broke even on Saturday.
Yeah, I saw your story. You said, or your notes on Instagram, and I quote, "I can't wait to lose money on college football." I think is what was said.
Yes, that's what I said.
I related to that very well, my friend. I lost money that day. as well. But otherwise, the our
Hawaii,
boy
save me. Late night Hawaii strike. Late night Hawaii strikes again.
late night Hawaii when when they're 2 hours behind the West Coast and
Well, yeah. Well, they're 2 hours for you. They're 5 hours for me.
yes. So it's not obviously it's not really Pac-12. It's not even Pac-12 anyways.
You know,
Mountain
Mountain West.
West in the pre-afternoon defeating Stanford. Oh man, Stanford is so sorry. By the way, oh my god,
Yeah.
they're so it's. I don't want to go too off topic. We'll talk about the Giants in just a bit. But one last point before we get to our boys. Uh, so you had a whole off season to hire a coach,
Mhm.
and yet Stanford, you say, "Oh, Frank Wright, you're gonna be our interim head coach, and you're just gonna be here for a year." You had a whole off season to find a
Did you hear what Frank Reich did? Did you hear where he was when he found out? He was he was in Costco. He was in Costco, we believe, shopping with his wife. They got the call and he just left. Like, dude, finish your Costco shopping. The job's gonna be there for you when you're done.
Yeah, it's not going. Andrew Luck literally called you up. By the way, I love Andrew Luck. We all do.
Oh, how do you not love Andrew Luck?
Yeah,
the guy got screwed over by the Colts.
Yeah, people booed him when he walked off.
That was idiot Colts fans.
You know how sad that was.
That was sad, but if you watch the reaction on Twitter, everyone was like, "What are Colts fans doing right now?"
Yeah, like dog. That is your guy who is leaving because for injury reasons.
Because your franchise failed him.
They could not protect him.
They never protected him.
Yeah. And look, no, they're suffering. Well, I wish nothing but the best for Riley Leonard, by the way. I'm very happy for him.
I want Riley Leonard somewhere else. Can he get traded to the Raiders?
Right. What am I saying? He deserves to go somewhere else better because that quarterback situation in Indianapolis is not looking great at all.
No.
But yeah, at least like right, get. Whenever I go to Costco, I never leave without going to the food court. So I hope he got something from the food court before he left.
He just left the cart in the middle of an aisle.
Jesus Christ! And he's only gonna be there for 1 year, so I don't know why he's.
I don't know what you're doing, dude.
Oh my god, he's only gonna be there for 1 year, so it's like he literally will have he has the intern label placed on him. So Stanford,
his wife was watching him lose on Saturday and was just like, "We left Costco for this."
You left the eggs and the milk that day to lose to Hawaii.
We had to throw away our entire plan for this.
Losing to an Asian kicker. Shout out to my cousin. Who
learn YouTube, right? That's awesome.
Yeah, learn how to kick their YouTube, which is cool from that perspective. From a Stanford's perspective, it's like, really, guys.
For Stanford's perspective, it's a lot like when the Maple Leafs lost to like the Zamboni driver. You didn't hear about this?
Oh, the one that came in as the emergency goalie.
The emergency goalie that was like their Zamboni driver.
Yeah, that's what I remember that story. Yeah.
It's a very similar situation.
It's kind of sad if you ask me.
No. It's not sad. It's funny. There's a difference.
It's funny from the winning team's perspective. It's sad.
No, it's funny from everyone else's perspective, but theirs.
Yeah, there you go. Fair enough. Because it's like, damn, we lost to a guy who doesn't even play hockey full time or whatever the case.
We lost to someone that drives the truck on the ice.
Fantastic.
We lost to a guy that drives in circles slowly.
And we're an NHL team.
Not only the NHL team, we're one of the most historic, most valuable hockey teams in the entire world. When you think of hockey, the Toronto Maple Leafs are one of the first things you think of. And we lost to a Zamboni driver.
Oh, that's when you know. That's when you know, man. Things just aren't going your way.
Yep.
Yeah, and you're like wondering how could things get worse? Well, there you go.
Mm-hmm.
They
got worse.
They got worse. Oh, Giants. I forgot. We're talking about them still. Yeah. So we played last Thursday, and heck of a win. Hey, y'all thought 30 points in the game was good by the Giants. How about 40 plus?
When was the last time the Giants put 40 points in a game?
I know. It's been quite some time. I tell you.
It wasn't the Indianapolis game. We put 38 in that game.
42, huh? Was it the Vikings game? No.
Is it that Saints game where we lost like 49-42?
That's a long time ago.
When was the last time Giants scored 40 points? There we
That's
go.
when Eli was
Oh, no,
quarterback.
it actually was 2024. They put 45 in that game
Yeah, Indy. Yeah.
against Indy. I wasn't sure.
Drew Lock.
45, I was there. The last time before that was 2019 when they beat the Washington 41-35.
Ah, you're like, I was there for the Indy game. I'm like,
I was there. I could have sworn he put 38, but no, I guess they scored more. How about this? How about this? In the last 10 years, the Giants have scored 40 points only 4 times in a game. And their record is 3-1, which, you would think they would be 4-0, but no. They were
no.
3.
Even when we put up 40 points, we still managed to lose.
We put up 49 and we still lost.
Was it the Saints one?
The 52-49, yeah.
That's what it was.
The one that was a Big 12 game, yeah.
Oh yeah, Drew Brees. Oh man, Eli was swinging at that game. Odell had a great game that game too.
Everybody did except for the defense.
Yeah.
Last time the Giants scored 50 was 2012.
Who did you play to get 50?
The Saints, ironically enough, we beat them 52-27.
Damn, so they just suck. They just defensively, they're just terrible.
I think I remember this game. I think this is the game that David Wilson had like 300 yards. If you like,
the kickoff return. Oh, the kickoff
yes,
return
that game.
I remember. I know that. Oh God, I miss him too. God, he was so. If he just stayed healthy, oh my God, he'd been RB1 for a cool minute. For the Giants.
Changes everything.
Oh yeah, 100%. Maybe we don't get Saquon. So
I don't think we do. I really don't.
Because we have this electric guy in the backfield who would just give him the ball and.
Well, think about it. A big problem during the McAdoo days was we didn't have a run game. If you have David Wilson out there, that problem kind of goes away.
Kind of gets solved on its own. So. But
I don't think we draft a quarterback. I bet you we probably draft Quentin Nelson from Notre Dame.
Oh, that would have been so cool.
Which would have been great too. That would probably be the next best option.
If we could, excuse me. We could use him so bad. Well, not so bad, but man, if on this
back in the day, we could have used them.
And we could search him right now. Andrew Thomas and Quentin Nelson on the same team. Jesus, on the
left side is. Daniel Jones would look like a good quarterback. I'll tell you what.
No, he probably would still be on.
Probably still would
figure it out. He's on the same team as Quentin Nelson now.
Yeah, he still sucks.
It still sucks. So, but Giants 42, Patriots 10, and the last preseason game of the year. We'll go through it a little bit quickly, I guess, since it's almost been a week since it happened. We outgained New England 431 to 191, 6.6 yards per play compared to 3.4. We dominated through the year, 320 yards passing, 111 yards on the ground compared to the Patriots, 81 yards through the air. But also they had 110 on the ground too, but it doesn't matter. The Giants became the 8th team since 2009 to outscore opponents by at least 60 points in the preseason. The previous 7 teams, by the way, this is a stat for you. Shout out to Giants Nation Pod for this. 6 teams made the postseason, 2 made the Super Bowl. All 7 teams averaged 11.1 wins in the regular season, and Russell Wilson was part of 2 of these 7 teams.
Do we know the team that didn't make the playoffs?
We do not, unfortunately.
Yeah. I would love to know who it was.
Yeah, if I can look into them, I'll probably try
to see.
If I'm
going to guess, it's probably some team that was like just a stacked year. It was back when it was only 2 wild card teams, so they just got screwed.
Maybe over. Because this dude, because it just seems like
that team is probably the reason we have a 3rd wild card now.
Because based on this stat, you would think you do well in the preseason, you make the postseason. So that one team that didn't make it, I kind of want to know, but I'll look into it later on.
That's an exploration. If we had an intern, we'd make them do that right now.
I know. Wait, I'm gonna ask Mike, see if we can get one. But otherwise, hey man, we had a heck of a
intern. What's your job here? Well, my boss texted me at random hours about different stats. He wants me to research because he doesn't feel like doing it.
Heck yeah, dude! I'm
just
telling
bored. He just gets bored and texts me.
He'd be on the show. He'll be in the background here on the show, and then we just be like, "Hey, buddy, so look up the stat for me while we do our thing."
Oh, we'll be on the show. It'd be 10 p.m. on a Tuesday, and I would just text him like, "Hey,
oh my God,
yes. I was thinking about this. Can you just fact check that for me?"
Yeah. God, we need to
What's
get one of
what's your
those.
job? Well, this is it. That sounds stupid. Oh, it is.
Good. Hey, but it's like you're part of our team, buddy. So you gotta stick with this if you want to accomplish your goals. But no, definitely. I wish we get one. Hopefully, we'll get one in the future for sure. It'll be fun to have. But otherwise, we'll just do our own little stat research for now.
Mhm.
But otherwise, though, we'll talk about the offense real quick before we get to the defense, and we'll move on to the other NFL topics across the league. Cam Scatterboom finally made his appearance. Welcome to the
Yep.
NFL, my friend. Good to see you. 2 carries for 8 yards on the first drive. Didn't really play much, if at all, really, to be
I'm
honest.
fine with that.
Fine with that with me too. Stay healthy, my friend. We need you for the regular
Yeah.
season. But good to see him on the field. He was, Elijah Chapman was opening up holes for him. So, sad. Sad that his or what I thought to be was going to be our fullback and defensive tackle is now gone. But
Mhm.
Scatterboo looked okay. I mean, he fell forward a few times on his carries. Not sure
To
that's
be
a good
expected. He's a
thing,
little
man.
rusty. He's a little rusty.
Yeah. Plus, I mean, that kind of shows he'll just fight for extra yards. Like he'll just stumble and try to reach for extra yards. Good to
Mhm.
see.
What we want. That's
Uh,
what you want for your bruising back.
yes, indeed we do, and we'll see if he's RB2 or RB3 on this depth chart. But as long as he's healthy, it's good to see. Jackson Dart. Oh my God,
Mr. Dart.
he just continues to play well. It's ridiculous. I don't know what else to say.
There is something
Um,
else to say. He played well. He just needs to slide. And Brian Dable and his mom both told him that.
yeah. So just please protect yourself. Dart, I love it. I love the aggressiveness, but God, it's a preseason game. You may not play much in the regular
Yeah.
season, but still, we want you
Listen,
as healthy as
if it's a
possible, my
playoff
friend.
game, yes,
Sure,
put your head down and fight for every yard you can. For the
1,000%
preseason, man,
against the
you're
Patriots.
guaranteed to make this roster. We traded up for you for the first round. Slide.
Yeah,
For
he was
God's
already
sakes, man,
he,
slide.
he was already cooking against New England. Like, there's no need to risk yourself, my friend.
Mm-hmm.
But I want to point out a play in the first on that first drive of the game. Actually, I was on the corner booth when the first quarter was going on.
Yeah, so was
That
I.
Oh yeah, duh. You were there with me.
I was
Duh.
yes.
Come on, Nate. Jeez. But yeah, we missed it. We missed it live. It was a 2nd and 6. So it was a shotgun play. Dart took the snap. He was looking. He was looking. He was directing traffic with his arms. He was gonna. It looked like he was gonna scramble forward, and then he directed his eyes real quick to the right side, and Gunnar O was wide, butt naked, open,
Mm-hmm.
and he ran for 50 yards.
Yeah.
So great pocket manipulation, and the drive did end with a touchdown pass to Greg Dulcich, who
Mm-hmm.
unfortunately is gone. But
Yeah.
it was good to see.
And the best part
Um,
is, the Giants were having communication problems during that, so Dart kind of had to go in that blind.
well,
Well, communication problems.
there you go. Great, good catch. People, you
Yes,
son
I
of a
100% believe that conspiracy. And Brian
he.
Dable loves this guy so much. He is going to be so much fun to watch when he finally gets into the game. The stat line might not show it this week, but he probably played his best game. I can't wait for Jackson Dart.
Me
I just
too.
can't wait. I can't wait for the kid.
Never,
I
me
love
too.
Russell Wilson. 14-year-old me is shocked that Russell Wilson's the New York Giant, but
Same.
24-year-old me wants Jackson Dart to play very soon.
As soon as possible. He deserves to play sooner rather than later. He's played so well in the preseason. Dable loved him to death. He's never all done this, miscommunication problem test or tossing him out there for the coin toss to see what he does. What
Yeah.
was another thing? Throw him in there for one play and then take him out afterwards. Like he's
See,
never done
that's
that.
cool. I like that Dable. It's a different way of getting the rookie ready. It's like situations you wouldn't think of, but like, oh yeah, no, that does make sense. You would want to see how your quarterback reacts in that situation.
Mm-hmm. That's his son, man. Like he's
Yeah,
father and son type of relationship. He never did this with who when he had to coach
yeah.
him
It's because it's a lot different when you can pick your guy versus when you have an arranged marriage.
when you have to when you have to be to try to be happy with your guy.
Yes,
And I know Dable tried.
Dable did try. He got a lot of him in year one and year two. He's like, okay, this is what I expect my quarterback to do, and Daniel Jones didn't do it. Jackson Dart, on the other hand, is at least showing flashes that he can take that next step.
You're damn right. And he played so well on Thursday. If it wasn't for 3 to 4 drops by our receivers,
Yeah,
The
that's a
stat
problem.
line would
Jalen
be,
Hyatt, what are you doing, man?
dude, my God. By the way, Dart, 6 of 12, 81 yards, one touchdown, 90.4 Pro Football Focus grade. So shout out to him. But yes, can we talk about Hyatt, please? Oh my
Yeah.
God, dude, he's gonna make the roster, which is fine, but like, dog, what are
The
you?
drop's got to stop.
He just needs to just play in general, like, dog, like, what is it, man? Like,
Mm-hmm.
I, I think like the hopes of him being more than a one trick pony is gonna just it's
No, no,
dead.
no, 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 no. He is a deep threat.
Yeah,
That is the
that's
only thing he brings to this Giants roster. He will forever be a wide receiver 4. That's it. That will be his career.
there is nothing he has shown that tells us, hey, he can be more than just a deep threat.
No.
He has shown nothing in preseason. Maybe there's some behind the scenes footage of him after practice figuring things out. I don't know.
But still, you would eventually think that if he's putting in all this extra work in practice, eventually, unless this kid has the yips, eventually he'll go into the into a game.
Yeah, but that is just not the case. It seems
No.
like it's not the case at this point. 2 drops. Dart placed him right in his hands, and he
Yeah.
said, "Nope," and drop him. So 3 catches, 38 yards, and touchdown on Thursday. I mean, Winston threw a beautiful ball to him on that right sideline which was the play after the dart slide. Um, I look, him saying stop playing with me after scoring it. I get you're in the moment and maybe you don't really okay, I'm sure he means that, but maybe not the right thing to
I'm
say.
hoping that's more of him trying to gain some confidence, trying to build himself up a little bit.
Sure,
Like
sure,
making the
yeah.
most of a really positive situation, but it's also a really bad look.
Yeah, good point. Because I'm just like, defenders will keep playing with you because you just aren't consistent,
No.
buddy.
And the defender would be like, okay, watch this.
Watch this. Here you go. Just shove them harder at the line of
Yeah,
scrimmage.
okay, I wasn't really trying because you have shown to be a liability. You're going to catch a football? All
I
right.
bet. So he'll make the roster, and I don't wish anything bad on Hyatt. We wasted a third round pick, buddy.
We
Like
thought Hyatt was we thought we had a steal at Hyatt in the third
we thought
round.
we
There were
do.
people talking about the Giants drafting Hyatt in the first round that year, which, like, granted, those top 3 picks that year don't really look great right now.
Yeah.
But like, if you had this first round projection, we get you in the third round, we think it's a win, and you've done nothing. Like,
Nada. It's not a good look.
no,
Not a
it's
good
really
look
not.
whatsoever. So we'll see. We'll see how things go with Jalen, but as you know, he'll make the 53, of course. But in terms of his place on the depth chart, TBD. But another guy who will make the roster, Thomas Fedoni, the second. 4 catches, 39 yards, and a touchdown. Had a couple nice plays in the first couple preseason games as well. He's been great. He's been fantastic. 7th round pick from Nebraska. Literally, the only thing about him is just his injuries back in college were the only thing that was holding it back in terms of his draft stock. Heck, we got him in the 7th round. He's playing like a really good, like a really good prospect, man. He's catching passes, catching tutties. Like, I'm excited to
That's all
see
that matters.
I'm excited to see how much of an impact he'll make in the regular season. Now it's not for sure that he'll make the 53-man roster because nothing will be officially released by the team until 4 p.m. Eastern.
3 hours.
But
In 3 hours,
yeah,
basically.
but if he does, all signs point to him making it because the Dolchich is gone. And you have Johnson, you have Bellinger, and who didn't do much in the preseason. And you have Manhurts also didn't do much in the preseason. So
But you don't want
maybe
Manhurts to. Manhurts' value doesn't show up on the stat sheet.
he is there to block and
Exactly.
block and block.
He is a light lineman.
There you go. So hopefully Bodoni makes it. If not, he'll make part of the squad. Not even worried about it. Just as long as he's on the team, I'm happy because he's been really good. Dolchich played great though. 2 tutties in his final in his final game for the Giants in general, barring a comeback to the practice squad. Marcus Bo played great. Played left tackle for New York's, and he did his job. So, Andrew Thomas were to miss time. Please don't. But hypothetically,
Why are we sitting in the ether? No, Andrew Thomas is playing 17 games this season.
you're damn right. I can't bring negativity here. But hypothetically, if he does miss time,
Oh, of
you
course,
know,
hypothetically.
put Marcus Bow in there, he'll be all right. And Turbo Miller in his final game for the Giants, nothing crazy in the receiving game, but I did have 11 carries for 41 yards. Defense. Shane Bowen. An emphasis that he made this offseason. Not sure if we talked about it too much, but he was really focused on creating more takeaways, which led to the whole turnover chest. Yeah,
Yes, the
turnover treasure
turnover.
chest.
Yes.
But they were, he also talked about having more room for batted down passes. And there were actually three batted down passes by the Giants on Thursday. Two of them were by DJ Davidson and Chauncey Golston, respectively, and Elijah Garcia, who was cut today, got the third. So honestly, the Giants they just played great in general. They
Yeah. Great
even
job
on
on
the
defense.
even on that muff punt,
Mm-hmm.
when the Patriots got the ball back deep in Giants territory, they forced a field goal like that. That was
Then
great by the
don't
people.
break. That's what we want.
Bend don't break. That's a win by our boys right there.
Mm-hmm. And
Yeah, we had
the pick six where we saw the entire team celebrating, that is such a culture win for this team. That if you want to sign that Brian Dable is turning things around, it's that right there.
that right
We have
there.
not seen that level of excitement from this Giants team in years.
Ev-
That is guys like Dable setting culture, guys like Russell Wilson buying in. That is what happens with winning football. They build
Oh
these
yeah,
cultures like this.
oh yeah. Like that, we didn't see this excitement, in these past couple of years because things have been so bad. But like, there's just sense of new energy with this team, like
There's
excitement.
optimism.
Yeah, this
Like
excitement. Yeah.
we sit here and talk about all the time that like this Giants roster is good, but the schedule's so tough that these players don't seem to think that this is a team that like is gonna like maybe through the power of friendship is gonna rattle off 6 or 7 wins.
And that'll be great. Obviously, like great to see, because these like all these players are that are gonna make the 53-man roster. They're talented guys, man.
Yeah.
And it's not just Dart. Like there's
No, Russ Dark gets all the attention, but like Neighbors is going to be a top 5 receiver this year. Russ has looked good, like not like Seattle Russ, but a serviceable enough Russ that we can, get through it without any problems. We
mhm.
have Scottaboo and Tracy. Wandale could turn it on this year. The line looks better. The defensive line is the best in football. The secondary is young and has so much upside. There's a lot going in the right direction for the Giants. It just doesn't look that way on paper and when you look at the schedule.
You could point at each position on the roster. There's someone, at least one guy that makes it
There's an
exciting.
interesting player at each position, yeah.
Yes, that has a resume or just with their traits make them a player to watch. Um, so I love it. That it was a great play by TJ Moore. Unfortunately, we'll miss the year most likely with a fractured
Yeah, that was
femur.
brutal when I saw
That
him.
was tough because he was
I
gonna
mean,
miss a
like
lot.
I'm happy. It's like I'm not happy he's out, but like I was out of the room when he got hurt and came back in, and I just saw all the Giants surrounding a player in a cart, and my first thought was, "Oh, good God, is it a neck injury?" So
I do. I know.
when I heard it was a knee injury, I kind of like, thank God, but still brutal nonetheless.
Yeah. Yeah. I thought he was gonna make the roster, and I heard that even if he didn't get injured, he'd probably just be on the practice squad. But still, like he's a talented rookie corner. He's a
Yeah,
rookie
it just
corner.
sucks when you have guys that like are showing off, like, oh look, this is a great story. Oh my God, he just blew his
I
knee out.
know. Oh man, he was great. That pick six was outstanding,
Mm-hmm.
by him, man. So shout out he will be on the IR, so he'll still be part of the team, which is great. Hopefully, gets healthy sooner rather than
Gets
later.
healthy, comes back next year, balls out in the preseason again, and maybe he's just an unsung hero for us next year.
Exactly, and then makes the active roster, and then kumbaya.
Exactly.
But he was great this preseason, so shout out to him for sure. Makari Page, who was cut, he had a great game as well, 4 tackles. Giants had 7 tackles for loss on the night, and then Cordell Flop
We're gonna see a
once
lot of
again.
that this year.
Yeah, hell yeah, heck yeah, we will. You dang right. That defensive line will make sure of that, no doubt about it. And then finally, Cordell Flott, man, started Thursday night for the Giants. Broke up another pass. Had a 91.7 Pro Football Focus
Sorry,
grade.
guys. Sorry, Deontay Banks defender. Sorry, Brian from 2 years ago. Cordell Flott is your cornerback
Cardell
too.
Flott is just CB2, which honestly, heck of a story by him. He's
Yeah, that's a guy grinding and getting himself better.
getting better every single year he's in the league. So
Deontay Banks can learn something for Cordell Flott.
I know, huh? So your starting corners will, at this point in time, will be Adebo, Flott, and then Phillips in the nickel. So Banks is technically basically fourth string,
Fourth string
corner, but
quarter, first guy off the bench.
rest guy off the bench. Yeah, probably second string to Adebo on the left. No, second string to Flott on the right side because Adebo
Yeah.
plays on the left. Because there's no way
They're
Banks will
not
take
putting
it.
to the no. If the knock on wood, if Debo goes down, Flott's getting moved over, and they're gonna put Banks on the right.
Yeah, Adebo will be playing 100% of the snaps this year, no doubt about it. For the Giants on defense, special teams not much. I mean, there was the muff punt, but like I can't really blame New York really because Dante Miller was trying to block, but he was pushed into Emir Smith Marset, so
yeah,
can't really blame him for it.
Nope.
Kickers were fine. Jude Mac or whatever.
McNamara.
Sure, he was fine. I had nothing to complain about special teams wise. But overall, this preseason, my friend, I think it's safe to say it was quite the fun one.
It was the most exciting Giants football we've seen in years.
It really was. I mean, like all the rookies made their names known. Carter in the first game obviously played well. Next two games after and didn't do too much. I already know about Jackson Dart. Had the best Pro Football Focus grade out of all the rookie quarterbacks this year. Finished the preseason 32 of 47, 372, 3 touchdowns, no picks, a passer rating of 113.1, and a rushing line of 6 carries for 52 yards and a touchdown as well in the preseason. So he was great. He was fantastic. He's going to be ready when the time comes. There's no doubt about it. Great moments by some of the receivers during camp, whether it's Hugh Collins, Dalen Cambray, Anton Wells, Jackson Dart's former teammate in college, Gunnar O, Montrell Washington, Lil Jordan Humphrey. Those guys, even though they may or may not make the roster, well, some of them already won't, but in general, these guys made some plays, and it was good to see. Even though we did cut Greg Dulcich, that just kind of goes to show that we have plenty of depth in this tight end room, better than we think. And then, any other Giants preseason takeaways, my friend, that I missed or anything like that?
No, that's pretty much it for me.
Okay. Sounds good. Oh, yeah, and of course, Abdul Carter, when fully unleashed, he'll be fine. He was limited in the Jets and Patriots games, so when he gets to do his own, his full, when we see his, 100% no limit self, he's going to be all right. So once again, long Giant segment, but hey, we love our boys, and it's going to be like this for pretty much most of the year. So, all right, around the league, let's go around them real quick before we get to our Mets, or your Mets, not our Mets. Sorry. Terry McLaurin finally gets his deal, 3 years, $96 million with a $30 million bonus. Is looking to get his 6th straight season with at least 1,000 yards. But thoughts on this, my friend? Jayden Daniels gets back his receiver number 1.
Yeah, no, that's I mean, we all kind of knew this was going to happen, right? Like even all the offseason drama, we all knew. But this is big for Washington. You could not go into this season with Jayden Daniels not having that wide. You can't go into the wide receiver number 1 with Deebo Samuel. I realize that can't happen in the year of our Lord 2025. So great to Scary Terry's back in Washington. Definitely deserved it with all the bad quarterback play he had there for years. So happy for him.
Damn right, I am too. And we'll fully expect. Like you mentioned, there was no surprise. We fully expect him to be out there for Week 1 against the Giants. Hey, when I think of McLaurin, I kind of think of the time when Deontay Banks ironically shut him down. A few years ago.
That was Banks' rookie year. That was a different Banks.
That was a more confident, solid Banks. Now we're not sure. Well, hopefully we can get back to that, but we'll see. But shout out to the Commanders. Great way to get their receiver number 1 back for sure. Trey Hendrickson also getting his money. If the Bengals finally figured it, okay, well, they sort of figured it out. So basically, as we all know, Henderson did want a long-term deal with the Bengals with substantial guaranteed money. The Bengals said, no.
No, we're the Bengals.
Yeah, no. But we'll give you a raise. And that's what they did. They give Henderson a $14 million raise for this upcoming season. So he'll now be paid $30 million for the 2025 season. Works out for both sides. Henderson does get his money, and will also being able to get to be a free agent next season as well. And
If the Bengals don't franchise tag him.
I was thinking about it, my friend. They kind of did franchise tag him this. Well, okay, well,
Well,
it's like a half franchise tag. Cause they're
yeah,
just
but it's
like,
not an official franchise tag, so they
yeah,
still can
yeah,
go and franchise tag him, which would just be just like if Trey Henderson was upset before, that might make him furious.
pissed, and he's like, y'all thought I was gonna be okay with. Oh no, y'all thought I was okay with this deal that we just signed. Yeah, I kind of
This
was.
is a compromise. I'm not compromising again. I want a long
Yeah,
term deal.
exactly. The cheap old Bengals won't do it. So,
Yeah, no.
let's see. Brian Robinson traded to the 49ers for a 6th round pick in 2026. Cheap.
Mm-hmm.
For 41 games for the young man. 570 carries, over 2,000 yards, 15 touchdowns on the ground. For the former
His
Commander
career,
running back.
his career was done such a disservice when he was unfortunately shot during his rookie season. That I think threw off the entire trajectory of his career. If he
Yeah.
doesn't and gets a full training camp in, it's not behind the 8 ball. I think he could have been a good running back in this
Yeah,
league.
he was a talented guy coming out of college.
He
So
was, yeah.
we'll see
But
what the
hopefully,
Niners.
I mean, maybe San Francisco, maybe just a change of scenery. You're in Kyle Shanahan's office. You're behind Christian McCaffrey, so like maybe that can get him, back to that status.
And he believes he's the between. Well, he believes that he and CMC can be the best duo in the league.
I see it. I don't think that's a bad thing to say. I really don't. I know
Confident.
if McCaffrey can stay healthy and Robinson can like find some of that potential, they can be a really good combo in San Francisco.
Yeah, so maybe the Niners' identity changing a little bit from my passing to more of a rushing team. Who knows?
Which is smarter.
Yeah, because they have no receivers anyways.
Mm-hmm.
Joe Mixon was placed in the IR. Nick Chubb and Woody Marks. Fantasy stock
Way
is
up. Way
way
up
up,
for Nick
my
Chubb.
friends. Yeah, Mixon will miss the first 4 games of the year, so Nick Chubb will be the first in line to have extensive work on this offense. Kenny Pickett was traded to the Las Vegas Raiders. And then there were 3 quarterbacks in the Cleveland quarterback room. Well, 4 if you count Deshaun, but he's out. So Joe Flacco, Dylan Gabriel, and Shadur Sanders. And honestly, there's not much to talk about from a Raiders perspective. I mean, you needed someone to
You
replace
need a backup
Aiden
quarterback.
O'Connell. Yeah, Aiden O'Connell was going to be out, so you might as well get a guy that's a proven veteran, and you got one in Kenny Pickett. But the Browns, Shadur Sanders, one step closer to a starting spot. Because
Yeah,
Joe
okay.
Flacco's not gonna last that long, and Dylan Gabriel's gonna suck. So,
You
and then
keep saying
finally,
this, but Dylan Gabriel went 13-0 in the Big Ten. Like, what does Shadur do at Colorado? He had great passing numbers. There's no defense in the Big 12,
he got his number retired, unlike Gabriel.
which everybody thought was stupid.
I know. I'm just pointing out stuff. I'm trying to defend him here. And then finally, Jacoby Myers was requested a trade from the Raiders, and it's the Raiders already said they're not going to trade him, so they'll
But
probably
see,
take it.
here's the thing. They said they're not going to trade him and then went and signed Amari Cooper. That gives me like, all right,
They're like, you want to go? Bet we
there's
have your
something,
replacement right here.
exactly. It's like, all right, like you went this entire preseason without signing a wide receiver. Then as soon as Jacoby Myers says he's requesting a trade, then magically Amari Cooper signs. That, that's a little too coincidental. Amari Cooper sat there for a while.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Like he was on the free agent market for quite some time. So look, Myers, I don't blame him for kind of wanting a new deal. He did come off a career best
Yeah.
87 catch a year, 1,000 plus
Myers is
yards,
one of the most
4
underrated
touchdowns.
receivers in this league. Even going
Oh
back to
yeah.
his day with New England, he was great.
Oh yeah, he was good. Um, what's it called as well? What was I trying to say? Oh yeah, because I also think what was the stat? Myers was one of only 10 receivers with 67 catches and 800 yards in each of the past four. Yes, what it was. Each of the past four. It was a random stat I had. But look, he's gonna get his money, hopefully, for the Raiders' sake, for his no. How do I say this? The Raiders better figure it out because Yes, they signed Amari Cooper, but it's like he's past his prime.
Yeah.
And after Cooper, you don't. We talked about in the AFC West preview.
Yeah, well,
After Myers and Bowser's tight end,
it's
but
a
I'd
lot
have
of
been.
interesting guys, but they're unproven. Like I
Mhm.
like Jack Beck a lot. He's coming off in the 1,000-yard season. He was a deep threat at I think TCU.
Yep.
But like he hasn't shown he can do that in the NFL yet.
Nope. He has not. Same thing with Dante Thornton the Jr., who's a speedster
Yeah.
from Tennessee. Trey Tucker is
Mhm.
a second or third year with the Raiders, so
Yeah.
we'll see. Hopefully they keep Myers and you have a 1-2 punch with Myers and Cooper. Yeah, I would feel better about the Raiders' chances at least on offense. But yeah, we'll see what happens with there. And then finally the Giants. The Giants. One more thing about the Giants. We'll get to the Mets afterwards. But the uniform schedule was released by New York.
Mm-hmm.
We are bringing back our legacy blues and our vintage whites. Is
The
now
color
what it's
rushes,
called.
they're back.
Yeah, basically. I don't know why they call it vintage white, but hey, it's
I don't think they
fine.
can legally call it color rush, is why.
Duh. Right. Oh, that's smart. Well, fair enough. But yeah, we'll be wearing the vintage whites against the Bears and the Packers, but the legacies will be worn against the Niners and the Washington
Can I
Commanders.
just go to a game where the Giants just wear their blue jerseys? Like, I had to go to the stupid red ones last year. I'm going to the Niners game this year, and I'm probably going to the Packers game this year. I just want to see us in our blue jerseys.
Yeah, just go to the one. Go to the home opener.
Oh yeah, go to the home opener against Kansas City. What could go wrong?
What? We're gonna wear blue the first 4 games of the year: Commanders, Cowboys, Chiefs, and Chargers.
Yeah.
Yeah, see, there's your chance. Or go to the Philly game.
Oh yeah.
Um,
Yeah. That's exactly where I want to be.
I'm sorry, buddy. I'm trying. I, I'm trying.
I saw someone
But
on Twitter said like, are the Giants slowly trying to change up their uniforms? Because like, I don't think in the past we've had something like this. I'm like, I don't know, dude. I don't
uh,
think so.
it's like, what we're gonna change? Maybe if we're gonna change anything, it's gonna make it's just making
The point he
the
made was maybe the color rush becomes the new road uniforms, which
okay, but that's not changing
I'm
anything.
like,
That's
I
just
don't
like
know. I don't think
that's just
so.
yeah, that's just replacing the what we have with something we
And
already.
plus, those white and red jerseys are so iconic now. Like both Super Bowls were running those jerseys. Like I don't think they're changing them.
We're just too. The blue and whites that we wear already just makes us who we are. The
Yeah, the jersey that's classic. That's what the Giants are. That's the jerseys they wear.
classic
If you want to have a fun
organization.
alternate, yeah, sure, maybe, but I don't think we're gonna get
Yeah,
the home and away jersey will remain the same.
yeah. Plus, when we try something new, it doesn't
It
end
doesn't
up
work.
that well. The jersey from last year, which we only wore for 1 game,
It will
thing
never. That jersey will go down in Giants history as maybe the worst jersey in history because not only did it suck, we lost horrifically.
to the
We it,
Vikings.
it ended our season in week 1.
Oh, damn right. Just like the year before, when our year ended against the Cowboys. The next time we'll get jerseys for sure will be when the rivalry jerseys come out. Um, as we know, I think the NFC West ones and some other
Oh yeah,
AFC and NFC no
I forgot
AFC
about
East and
those.
yeah, there you go. AFC East and NFC West will come out on August 28th, but our
So 2
boys won't.
days. Thursday
Yeah,
comes out on Thursday.
ours won't be until 2027. So we got a couple more years until we'll see what we come up with. So, all right. I am done talking about football. I know you are too.
Don't
Your
you really ever
boys.
talk about enough football?
Honestly, that's what I'm saying. But we got to squeeze in some baseball because it's still baseball season.
Yeah, exactly.
Especially and your boys are playing well as of recent, my friend. So
Yeah.
what do
Last
we
4
got to know?
days have been pretty fun.
What do we got to know, my friend?
So this is a major stretch coming up for the Mets here. We got 7 games and 17 games against the Philadelphia Phillies. Had a great start last night. After basically the entire game turned around after Alex Bowen threw a temper tantrum on the field. We had just tied the game 3-3. They tried to kill our momentum. We then proceeded to score 10 unanswered runs against Philly's bullpen, which has become kind of a trend for the Mets these past 3 years. We're really beating up on that bullpen. That's kind of what we did in the NLDS last year. A lot of memories for NLDS showing up during the SNY broadcast last night, which is amazing to see. Tonight, we got Manaea on the mound. Listen, I know people are upset about Manaea. I don't love what I see from Manaea. I'm willing to give him a pass because he missed so much time. Like, he missed all of spring training, most of the first half of the season. So, like, anything you kind of get from him is just like, yay. It's not been great, but like, listen, when you miss 3 months, like, your whole routine, starting pitching is such a routine. That routine has been thrown, through the ringer right now. So I'm kind of ready to chalk 2025 up for him as a whatever. But we got the ace on Wednesday, Noah McLean, which I love this kid. Like, we all talk about this Mets pitching lab, and we talk about with guys like Clay Holmes, Luis Severino, Manaea last year, but that's not what the Mets pitching lab is. Sure, we're going to tweak some things with some veterans, but, we might make them like, oh, you throw fastball too much, try throwing your curveball a little bit more. But at the end of the day, you can't really change how they pitch. They've pitched that way for so long. Rookies, on the other hand, and prospects, that's where the pitcher that comes in. That's when you're showing these guys how to pitch major league levels, how to do this, how to do that. That's where the pitcher that's had the most influence. And we're seeing it so far in the two-start McLean's pitch. He looked great in his first start, looked great in a hostile environment on Friday against Atlanta when they were celebrating. I think it was the 95 Braves they were celebrating. So you knew the Braves were going to pack the house. Mets put up 12 runs in that game. McLean looked great. I think he went 6 innings. But what we need from Mets pitching is to go deeper in games. So there's rumors that Brandon Sproat is on the way up. Jonah Tong might be on his way up, although I'm pretty sure Tong is a 2026 guy. But no, things are looking good. This is the stretch. We got to beat. If you want to win the NL East, you have to sweep the Phillies this weekend, and then the road trip comes up next weekend. Next weekend is the big one. We got the Reds for 3, and then the Phillies for 4. That will decide if the Mets make the playoffs or not. So, big series coming. Let's keep the wins rolling. It's, you know what? Let's get back to how we played in April and not how we played in June.
Oh yeah, that'd be nice for you boys for sure. Yeah, McLean is a guy I picked up in my fantasy baseball league, so I recognize that name more than anywhere. And he's been great from a fantasy perspective, but more importantly for your Mets, he's been fantastic. And hey, if there's a better time to get back into this division, it's defeating these Phillies
right now, and everyone's getting hot. Like, Soto has a 900 OPS the last 20 games. Vientos has looked really good the past few days. Lindor struggled last night, but before that, look, the only guy that wasn't hitting in the lineup was Pete. That was it.
And hey, when the polar bear gets hot,
exactly. It's one of those things. All season we talk about how like nothing's ever lined up for the Mets. If the pitching's doing well, the offense stays cold. The offense is red hot, the pitching sucks. If the pitching and the offense are great, the bullpen's on fire. Maybe for this crucial stretch, the three of them can finally be good at the same time together.
That would indeed be nice. But overall, man, yeah, this Philly series, I'm not gonna be too excited about. But hey, look. If it means you're
a statement. The Mets made a statement last night. Is what they did.
Sorry, I'm thinking about the Phillies bullpen. Just oh my god, just so trash, man.
They have Jordan David Robertson.
What? Good point. But why is Jordan Romano out there still?
I don't know. I really can't answer that question for you.
Why? No, he's so bad, and you guys, I think, scored like 4 earned, not unearned, earned runs off him. So,
and things broke for the Mets last night too. Like when Soto was picked off on first base, Harper made a bad throw to I think it was Bryson Stott, and Stott dropped the ball, so Soto got second base. Soto was a dead duck; he should have been out.
Yeah,
and that started that whole rally. So.
Come on, Phillies. Let's figure it out for good.
The Phillies made 2 errors last night, which I think both like kind of cost. No, actually, no, the throwing error by I think Alex Bohm. No, Trey Turner had a throwing error in the first inning.
2 official errors and then 1 crybaby incident with Alec Bohm. So
if you're going to Citi Field tonight, like we need some sort of chant about microphones.
What would you say?
I don't know.
If
someone could sit behind the Phillies dugout with one of those microphones and just point it at him, I would laugh.
Here.
Yeah, that's what we need. Can you bring a parabolic microphone into Citi Field? I don't know. I don't know if that's covered. I don't think anyone's ever thought of something like that. I don't
If
think the City Field security team has ever thought of we might need to stop the parabolic mics from coming in.
if someone does it, SNY. God, I love SNY's
Yeah, because they got
broadcast.
the SNY was smart and they hired a film, like a graduate that has a from film school to direct their game. So he's directing like a movie or TV show.
You know what was my favorite? I guess Okay, how do I say this? My favorite SNY thing that they've done for the broadcast is when I think it was. It was quite recent, so I know it was kind of a boring choice here, but it stood out to me. Juan Soto was getting eye drops in his eyes,
Mm-hmm.
I think, and as after the eye drops were given, Soto blinked, and as he blinked, the camera
Yes.
blinked too, and it went back to the game broadcast. And I
Mm-hmm.
was just like, "Oh, this is
We do some of that all the
creative."
time. Where like it's like a fade. It's like they like kind of like do like a pamphlet when the guys are all like a first, second, third. Like it's just creative
Yeah,
stuff you don't think of. Like man, this plays.
yeah. And then let's go. Of course, when someone's rounding third, you guys have a camera on the guy rounding third, and I'm just like,
Yeah,
"This is what we want to see, man. No one else does this except
you're
SNY."
you're improving the You're making the broadcast better. And we've had guys like the Yes broadcast. Like we're not going to do that. Like why? Why not? You're gonna have an inferior product, like you already do, but now it's you have Michael K. Michael K sucks. Now you
Yeah,
can make it even worse.
exactly. You think Michael Case is just gonna
See ya. Like yeah, Michael K. We get it.
let's we know that's all he's really known for is see ya home run.
And it's like
Blah.
and even if like you're not a Yankees fan, you see it's like man, that's just so corny.
I know, just
And he thinks it's the coolest thing ever. Like no, dude,
it's not. We've seen it
it's
before.
right up there with the roll call. It's so boring. It's so corny. Yo! And the guy that does it looks like such like an 80s nerd. Like in every 80s movie, there was a guy that looked like him that got a swirly or a wedgie. Central casting from Revenge of the Nerds, that guy.
I had I have no comment on the roll call. I mean, I've seen it
It's
multiple
so
times on
stupid.
video.
It's so lame.
Aaron,
Yeah.
Aaron Judge. Ah! We need to stop. We're gonna piss off Yankees fans. Well, I know you don't care, but
Well, what else is new?
all right.
Even some Yankee fans will admit, yeah, the roll call kind of sucks.
Yeah, it gets repetitive, So,
Yeah.
but all right, we had to pickle for our final segment before we head off for the day. Update for you guys program wise. On Thursday we'll have two divisions covered. We're gonna go to the NFC North and the NFC West because my unorganized self did not plan this correctly. I thought we'd have enough time for a division per week, but no, I was wrong.
Oh.
Um, so yeah, two divisions on Thursday. All right, pickle. What do you got? You're up first.
Give me Mr. Soto.
Mr. Soto. Has he ever been part of? Has he been pickled yet?
No.
Well, we haven't gotten him. So. Let's see. NL. So either in NL Central or West.
or AL East.
Okay. Let me get out of the way already.
And he's either 24 to 28.
Bats left.
Yep.
Who's in the AL East that's left? Bellinger. I'm gonna go Bellinger just real quick, and if he's not that way, just get.
I think Bellinger's a little old, but yeah. But we get. Oh, jeez. No, come on!
That's ironic, isn't it? Well, you know your Yankees quite well.
Volpe's my age. Oh wait, how old is Volpe? Yeah, do Volpe for a second.
He's a left. Oh, he bats lefty.
I think he bats lefty.
He's a righty.
And he's the age works.
I heard he's a really good fielder.
Oh, he's an amazing fielder.
Dude.
If you're not a Yankees fan.
Platinum. If you're not a Yankees fan, way to throw it in there.
Oh no, Max. No, Max Fried's. Max Fried.
There you go. That might be it.
I think he might be a little old though. I just do see if it's a pitcher.
It is
not a starter. Pitcher. Okay.
First base is
Goldie, way too old.
Oh yeah, he's either 27, 20, or 20, 24, 20.
How old is Ryan McMahon?
He's on the Yanks.
Yeah, he got traded to the Yankees.
He's 30.
That's too old.
Damn. Goldie is old, right?
Yeah, Goldie's like 30. Yeah.
Gosh.
I want to say like Goldie's like 37.
Sheesh.
Okay, who's playing second for the Yankees?
Jazz. No, Jazz is a righty.
Jazz is no, Jazz is a lefty.
Yeah.
Jazz. The
Jazz.
best home run hitter we've ever seen in the Derby.
Oh, dude, I never seen anything like that before.
It was so funny. Every non-Yankee fan knew that was a horrific pick, and like, no, he's gonna light it up. And then he hit, and then he just sat there. I'm like, yeah, we all told you this was gonna happen. We all knew this was gonna happen.
He only hit 3 dingers. It's like, bro.
We told you he was only gonna hit 3.
Yeah, well, I have some breaking news. We'll get to that right in just a minute. Don't check your phone because you might get it before I say it, and I want you to.
My phone's over there, so
good. I want to surprise you. But yeah, Volpe, what a fielder!
I literally tweeted it out. I'm like, how did this man make the majors?
Bad.
That is a basic throw to first base, and he air mails it.
Yeah, dude, he's terrible. He's just not good.
Yeah, no.
And
I think I wrote an article last year for Belly Up talking about how Volpe was going to be the next Jeter. That aged like milk.
And finally, my friend, after some time, took a while. It was going to happen, though. Taylor Swift.
Oh,
no! Taylor Swift and Travis Kelce.
Oh, no, my God.
I officially engaged. Congrats.
Shout out to a happy couple. Like, I'm so very happy they're both in love. Great for them. This is going to make NFL broadcast so much more insufferable.
Your English teacher and your gym teacher are getting married is was the captain, I guess, on the photo. I should exit out of Twitter now before we get... Oh, here we go. Here's the... No, there's no caption on it. Gosh darn it. But congrats to the two. Hallelujah.
Wait a minute. Hang on a second. We might get some Swifties on this one. What position does the guy in You Belong With Me play in the music video?
Is it was it a football player in there?
The music video You Belong With Me towards the end involves a football. And I think the guy is dating the cheerleader, and the cheerleader leaves him for the quarterback. Imagine that guy's a tight end.
Bro, wait a minute. We should look at a bro. Before we head off for the night.
You might have it, yeah.
We're going to find out right now.
The actor You Belong With Me, the character. I know he's the next door neighbor. What position in football is he playing? I got to watch the damn video, don't I?
So just look. What did the guy in the...
That Google is stupid. It's like, what are you talking about, dude?
Oh my God! All right, so we will report back on Thursday if he is a tight end. Oh, he's not. He's a quarterback.
No. The quarterback is the guy that leaves. The quarterback is the girlfriend. Leaves him for. Hang on, I'm on the music video right now.
Okay, got it.
All right, he's a slot receiver. It looks like.
Okay, well, technically, if you want to get a little specific, Kelce has played in the slot.
Yeah, he wears number 12. That's a receiver.
I'm just...
Well, that sucks.
Travis Kelce.
We were right there. We almost had the story of the century.
I know. And technically, Travis Kelce does play in the slot, too. So
yeah, shout out. I watched that video once in a bowling alley. How do I remember that?
But congrats to the two. Hey, sometimes
no. I mean, like, shout out for them for finding love. Like, happy for both of them. This is going to make the NFL so much worse.
Maybe this helps Kelce have a bounce back. Well, quote unquote bounce back.
I think this anything but makes him retire. Like, bro, you're making way more money with your brother on a podcast. You're married to Taylor Swift, who's one of the most famous people in the world, who's going to be bringing in millions upon millions until she dies. Like, why are you going to get your head bashed in for 17 games a year?
True. Hey, he's gonna one more year. It's one more year. It may not. It's probably not gonna end a Super Bowl title for him. It's probably not. But if he can have a solid season after this year, I think it's safe you can ride off into the sunset afterwards and just spend your time with you're now
Your
your
fiance.
fiance, not wife quite yet, but fiance, and then obviously with your brother on
Is
the
that going to be the
podcast.
closest America has to a royal wedding? The wedding of Taylor Swift and Travis Kelsey.
Yep, yep, and that just makes this makes it more devastating if they ever break up because the Swifties will come for that guy and it
Oh
would
yeah.
not be fun.
Oh my God, yeah, the Swifties.
Oh boy, it's not gonna be fun. But you know what? Last thing, last thing. I watched the podcast with her. She is a very, 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 very cool person.
No. I'm sure I'm saying Taylor Swift
I
has gotten a rotten deal. It's the network we should be mad at, not Taylor Swift. She's
yeah,
just the face of it.
I think we talked about it before. It's like we're not mad at her. Like we not love. We appreciate her very much for her
She
contribution to
has made a
society.
lot of music that's very nostalgic for me.
Yes. It's the fan base and it's the people. It's the paparazzi, especially the NFL.
Bingo.
The
Yes.
NFL ruined it
It's
because
the end. No. It's the network's executives that want to show Taylor Swift every
there you
25
go. That's what
seconds,
it was.
and it's the crazy Taylor Swift fans that are basically see her as a cult leader. It's
Yeah.
like, no, chill out. Don't wear diapers to her concerts. That's disgusting. You're
I remember,
26 years old. Grow up.
I remember that story. And with that, that's how we ended today's episode.
I went to a Mets World Series game. You know what thought never crossed my mind? I should wear a diaper.
because I can go to the bathroom and come back and watch the rest of the game. It's
Yeah.
not that hard. But that'll do it for this one, episode 30 of season 3. It was a very fun one. A lot of Giants talk. But hey, that's just the season's almost next week is the start of the regular season, my friend. I'm very excited, and also the start of the fantasy season.
Yep.
I think we face each other week 1. So
We do. We were separated by a tenth of a point, and then you made some roster moves.
I just picked a new defense.
Yeah.
Because yeah. By the way, I heard I watched the video the other day. You said I took Tyreek Hill pretty early.
You did.
I mean, okay, I'm just gonna say this. My logic was there was no guy that I liked at that spot than Tyreek.
No, I get it.
Yeah.
I think Tyreek's going to have a bad year this year.
Well, thanks for the freaking optimism. You can follow Brian at BrianPG1016 on Twitter. You can follow me at Nathan_124. And you can follow our podcast page at Third and 10 Pod on Twitter and Instagram. And our TikTok page is at the Talk is Third and 10 Podcast. The Talk. And then you can find our article work at bellyofsports.com and shout out to our sponsor Siki. Use the code BellyofSports for $20 off your first purchase. On Thursday, NFC North and NFC West, we are coming to you for the division previews, and then next week
plus the announcement of Livy Dunn and Paul Skeens' engagement.
Yay!
Paul Skeens has the opportunity to do the funniest thing of all time.
No, seriously. Hey, what better time than the present?
That would really mess up a joke I have with my friends.
I don't understand it, but maybe you can explain it off air.
No,
yeah. So, hey, and he is very nonchalant, so he'll probably do it in a nonchalant way. But
probably wouldn't even know. Probably like, wait a minute, they got married today.
I don't know. Yeah, for sure. I mean, Libby Dunn will make a big deal out of it because she's, off this popular social media
That's
star.
Paul Skeens. He goes, I don't know.
And Paul's just like, yay.
Paul's like, yeah, I was facing the Reds. Like, I was like, man, I got to do this first and then face the Reds.
And then that way I feel comfortable. And I feel that way she's happy and I'm happy.
Yeah, I didn't want it to affect my pitching. So, like, Shout out Fanatics. What a great marketing tool they got.
Yeah, damn right. Yeah, damn. That's true. Who else is? We'll talk about it next time. For Brian, I'm Nathan. You guys so much. We'll see you guys in the next one. Peace.